Hello, this is Stephen Schnall from Schnall Media Consulting, and today we're going to respond to a question that was posed to me on my blog. And the question is, how do I teach my sales staff about the new technologies in the industry? Wow, that's a pretty awesome topic. But you got to start someplace because the technology is there and it's changing so rapidly. So let's start from the beginning. Do your salespeople use mobile devices, smartphones, iPads? Let's start with those. If they're using these devices themselves, so they have to use these technologies in their selling attitudes. Why shouldn't they? If they can demonstrate how to use an iPad in conjunction with print or the internet and a web portal of something of that nature, or some mobile device or some digital printing aspects or wide format or whatever it may be, or with a QR code or augmented reality, with touch codes, with near field communications, with all of those things, then we've got something going. So they have to use the tools that they're carrying around with them every day to learn how they're using them, and they can show their customers how they can employ the same technology in delivering content to their respective customers. Because what it's all about, in my mind, is content. You've heard me say it over and over and over again. The technology is merely a tool. It's a hammer, it's a screwdriver, it's a saw. That's all they are. But the real thing is you're building something with the tools I just mentioned, and that's the same thing with communications. We're building a viable communication between one person or a company and another. The more we can solidify that line of communication, the better we are. The tools are changing. Maybe it's not print dominated anymore, but we still want the content and we still want to reach these people in relevant ways. And the technology is going to help us achieve that. So look at what you're using. Teach your salespeople to learn based on their own practices. Because if they can figure out what they're using and how they're using it, they can emulate that with their respective customers. Well, that's my thought on the answer to that question. I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. Please respond via any of the social media outlets or my blog. But until then, see you soon.